Let's talk about friendships and when it's actually time to move on from a friendship. You have people in your life who you've been friends with for 10 years, 20 years, but things kind of feel different now. They don't feel like how they used to. So how do you know whether it's time to actually move on from a friendship to the next chapter of your life where you don't feel bad about it? So that's what I'm going to get into today. So sit tight. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Jen. Let's talk about friendships today, the different layers of friendships that we have, and how to tell whether it is a good time for us to move on from a friendship, what that looks like. So, first of all, we definitely have different layers of friends in our lives. I mean, you probably know this. You have friends who you've been friends with forever, you have friends who are on a really deep level, and then you have ones on a not so deep level. So there's basically, I like to call 3 different layers, and then I'll get into actually a 4th later on in the video where I talk about. But the top layer, I would call the superficial layer. So these are the friends. They can be online friends. They're friends who you don't really have a deep connection with. They may be like acquaintances or friends of friends, people you know online, you comment on each other's posts and things like that, but you don't really communicate with them one-on-one. You kind of communicate through social media comments, or you communicate here and there, in a group setting or something like that, but you never get to a deep underlying layer with them. These could be friends from high school. They could be friends, just people you know their names, you know what they look like, but you never really talk to them in person in your real life, or you may talk to them, but just on kind of like, hey, how you doing? What's up? I remember you from high school type of thing. So those are your superficial layer, okay? Underneath that, you have a mid-level. So these are like long-time friends. These are friends who, say, you went to high school with, you went to college with, grade school with, and they're friends that you really don't see too often. You may see them once a month. You may see them once a year. But when you see each other, it's like yesterday. That they are always there for you. They're always there for you. Even though if you don't talk to them on a regular basis, there's no grudge. It's like when you see each other, then it's wonderful. It's great. You just catch up, and that's that. You have this understanding that you each have your own lives, and that's okay. That's accepting. These are really, really good friends because there's no grudges. There's no like, you need to hang out with me or you need to call me. There's no, I don't owe you anything. So these are kind of a mid-level friends. You don't see them on a regular basis. You're not connecting on a really deep level, but you're catching up with them. You've had them for a long time. And then the 3rd layer is the layer that goes deep. So these are like your soul friends. Soul friends. These are people who you really, really resonate with. Really resonate with. They're on the same frequency as you. You just get each other. And you can really talk about anything. You feel like you can talk about anything with them without judgment, without feeling insecure about it. And these could be friends that you may have only known for a few months even, but they're almost like soulmates. Okay, I believe, we don't have just one soulmate in our life. There may be people that come into our lives, and it doesn't just have to be on a romantic level. It can be on a friendship level. These are people who get you, and you go deep, you go very deep. You feel like a spiritual connection of some sort. So those 3 layers, one, not saying any are any better than others, but these are 3 can be very healthy friendships. And the 4th category that I know I mentioned before are limiting friends, self-limiting friends. So, the term self-limiting or limiting and friendship, they kind of don't seem like they would mesh, right? And that's exactly it. These are people who have in your life that maybe you've known for years. Maybe you guys were best friends in college or in grade school, and you still hold on to this relationship, even though you know that the relationship has changed. It's shifted in some way, but you hold on to this relationship because you feel, in a sense, obligated to. Now, this category of friends can be a little bit detrimental because it's where the friendship shifts so much, where you no longer resonate with the person. You no longer are on the same level with them, with him or her. You feel almost insecure. You feel like they may be judging you. Energy vampires could fit into this category. These are friends who you still consider friends because you feel like you're obligated to, but there's just something missing. There's something missing. You can't connect with them like you once did. So this category, if you find that you have somebody in your life, a friend, who fits into this category, then it may be time to actually move on to the relationship. So the first thing is to understand that it's okay for relationships to shift. It's okay to let go of a relationship if it's not supporting you in some way. So, you could have the superficial relationship or friendship. People you know online, just casually. Or they can be a support system for you. People you know just casually, but they're supportive. They lift you up in some way. They have the same interests as you. Whereas a limiting friend no longer supports you. You feel drained after hanging out with them. You feel worse about yourself. You feel insecure. You feel like they're judging you, or you feel like there's this I owe you, you owe me type of relationship. So understand that's not necessarily healthy. That's not necessarily healthy. And it's okay to shift things for yourself. It's okay to let go of something. If somebody is no longer resonating with you and no longer giving you anything emotionally, then maybe it's time to rethink it. So, I mentioned some of the signs here, feeling drained, just feeling not good when you're hanging out with them, not feeling connected with somebody, not feeling connected. You don't feel like you resonate anymore. You don't feel like you have any common interests, or maybe your common interests are just through some sort of external means. So maybe it's through alcohol. Maybe it's through topics that are very, very superficial, like talking about other people behind their back. Things that are a little bit toxic, that are not necessarily healthy for you to grow as a person. So understanding and asking yourself, what are you getting out of this relationship? It's okay to analyze or reanalyze a relationship. It really is. And a lot of times in life we need to do that because who we surround ourselves with makes a huge difference in who we are and how we act and how we grow as a human being. So if you feel like when you hang out with somebody, you're very limited, you're very closed off. You can't talk to this person about your aspirations or your dreams for yourself because you feel like they're going to shoot them down. Then maybe it's a matter of limiting your exposure to that person or letting them go completely. If you find yourself not being able to answer the question, what am I getting out of this? Then maybe it's time to move on and let go, and that's okay. We shift, we evolve over time. Think of how many relationships in your life you've had, either romantically or not romantically, and how they've evolved over time. And you got past it. At first it was uncomfortable. It felt like the end of the world, but you got past it. And you moved on with your life. And in a way it expanded you because it was like this excess baggage. And you always felt like you had to be attached to this person or obligated to hang out with this person. But no, that is all up here. You're not obligated to do anything in life. And if you think that by cutting ties with somebody, it's going to make you a bad person, you're going to feel guilty about it, right? Because that's what we do. We feel guilty about it. We feel like just a horrible person for letting somebody go. Just understand it doesn't have to be a big blow up fist fight type of match, like I hate you, you're disgusting, get out of my life. It can be easy process. It could be easing the person slowly out of your life. If you find that they're either toxic to you or you're not resonating with the person anymore. There's nothing there other than just an obligation where you feel like you're obligated to hang out with one another, but you're not giving each other anything emotionally. That's okay. It's okay. You can ease your way out of it. So, at the end of the day, it comes down to you. It comes down to you, how you want to grow. If you want to grow as a person, if you want to go towards your aspirations. If not, that's okay. If you want to remain in the same place, that's okay. If you just want to have a buddy, a drinking buddy or something, that's okay. I mean, that could be on the superficial level too. But understand that if it becomes toxic or if it becomes a relationship where, you're really feeling not good when you're hanging out with somebody, then it's time to move on. It really is. So I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know, please, in the comments if you've gone through this yourself, if you've had a friend for years that you finally had to let go of and you felt really bad and guilty about it, but you found that you came out of it, like you moved on with your life, and that was okay. It was okay. Please let me know. If you have not done so, please subscribe to my channel. I put out a video every single morning, and I will see you guys on tomorrow's video. Have a great day. Peace.